Hello, everyone. Let's continue our course. Now, we will step into the third subsection. In this section, we will talk about virtual network for virtualization, and I will introduce some virtual network architecture to you. Okay, let's go.
This picture shows mainstream virtual network architecture. No matter which vendor's virtualization product, they all need to solve a problem, that is, how the virtual machine communicates with the outside world through the physical network. There are three common ways. The first one is bridge. The second one is NAT. And the third is through a virtual switch. And then, the virtual switch is connected to the physical network card. In fact, these three methods belong to the bridge, but there is a little difference from each other. First of all, let's take a look at the difference between bridge and NAT. Both bridge and NAT directly connect the virtual network card to the physical network card. They have some differences when forwarding data. When the virtual machine contacts the outside world, even including physical machines, or when they broadcast to the outside world, they will write their own IP address as a source address. Why do this? Because this makes sure that if one person gets this message, he will know the source of the message. The biggest difference between bridge and the NAT is that there is some difference in the source address. Bridge source address is a packet sent by virtual machine, and its source address is not modified. Looking at this diagram, the source address is always red, with no modification, but in NAT, its source address should be modified. Why NAT is special? Because the full name of NAT is called Network Address Translation, so the source address should be replaced. This is the biggest difference between bridge and NAT. Next, let's take a look at the virtual switch. Let's take the Open vSwitch as an example to introduce the virtual switch. Virtual switch is actually a more advanced mode of bridge, which can be proved by the four features of the Open vSwitch. The first is security, the second is monitoring, and the third is QoS. And the fourth is automated control. Since bridge and NAT can already be implemented the function of communication with each other between virtual machines, why do many vendors have to make their own virtual switches, such as Cisco's NASA's 1000V, Open vSwitch, and Huawei's DVS? First reason is to facilitate management and monitoring. By using the monitoring virtual switch, it is convenient for the administrator to monitor the network status, data traffic in the entire cloud environment. Second, it speeds up packet forwarding and addressing. Compared to bridge, it is based on MAC address to forward data. However, the virtual switch applies a caching mechanism to speed up the forwarding of data packets. Third, just like the software definition network, the nature of SDN is the separation of control and data. The control plane and data plane should be separated. Only the virtual switch can separate the control plane and the data plane. Fourth, the virtual switch supports more protocols. Another point is that virtual switches are suitable for more scenarios. Furthermore, it is suitable for Xen, KVM, VirtualBox, VMware, and many other hypervisors. Virtual switches are divided into standard virtual switches and distributed virtual switches. The biggest difference is that standard virtualized switches run on only one host machine, while distributed virtual switches are distributed across multiple host machines. What is the benefit of a distributed virtual switch? That is, multiple host machines share one virtual switch. You only need to modify the configuration of this virtual switch, and the configuration on other all host machines will be updated. For distributed virtual switch, it is a necessary condition for virtual machine to do hot migration. Huawei only supports distributed switches in virtualization solution. VMware virtualization solution supports both standard virtual switches and distributed virtual switches.
In this video, I introduce mainstream virtual network architecture and some technologies of virtual network to you. And in next video, I will introduce network features of Huawei virtualization products. See you in next video. Bye!